In today's video, we're going to be talking about when we know Rockstar is done with the update and when it's ready to be released, more free money coming into the game, and actually getting to view the contents of this update a couple of hours early. We're going to be talking about all of that in this video today. Now, before we jump into that, it looks like the $100,000 that Rockstar said you would be getting if you were a part of the guest list has started to roll out to players. So over the last couple of weeks, the wireframe bodysuit has come pretty much on day one. So it's come a lot earlier than the free money. The free money has been rolling out a couple days later, and it looks like for the most part, everyone has started to receive the $100,000 for free. Now, this does not guarantee that every single person has it. Some of your crew members might have it before you. You might have it before some of your friends. Remember, Rockstar have until the 16th of July to deliver that to everyone. But for a lot of people, it seems to have started to roll out, which of course is great news. It just means more free money and more opportunities for you to spend or save that cash for the next update or something useful. Now, really quickly, before we move on, a lot of you guys have been asking, when am I going to be doing another shark card giveaway? I'm waiting for Rockstar to officially announce some more details, like a release date, like some more information, because right now we really don't know what they're doing. So I promise when that day comes, I will be doing another shark card giveaway. That will be happening on my Twitter account. So if you're not following me there, I'll leave a link to it in the description. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to be wondering what Rockstar might do next week as far as the guest list reward goes. That all depends on what they do as far as releasing the update or not releasing it. If they do release it, we know we're going to be getting this set of discounts, bonuses, and sales right here. If they don't release it, they could just add another week with a wireframe suit and another $100,000. They could almost sort of ad-lib this thing. In case you guys don't know, I think there's 3 colors left, like yellow and green and another color. So they've got plenty of those suits left over, so they could easily use that for like a potential delay if that's something they have to do because the update isn't ready or it just doesn't come out on the 17th. Now, speaking of that update, we have some more information from FunMW2 talking about when we'll pretty much know if Rockstar is ready for the update to come out and the final build is submitted. He said this the other day. He said that's pretty much what happens when the final build is submitted. They stop updating QA beta because the quality assurance process is now complete. And he was referring to a post he made earlier talking about how Rockstar was doing some strange updates to QA beta 2. And what he mentions makes sense. Once Rockstar are done updating QA beta, it means they've finished with quality assurance and pretty much the final version of the update is the one we're going to get. Well, if we go to the Steam database page, QA Beta 2 and 3 were both updated earlier today, about 8 and 9 hours ago. So I don't know if that's bad news for July 17th or if QA Beta 2 and 3 are excluded from that. I'm really not too sure, but based off of what FunMW2 was saying the other day, how QA Beta 2 is getting significant updates, I would say that this means it's probably not good for the 17th. At least it's making it look a little bit less likely. Now, if you guys want to consistently follow that QA Beta branch, I'll leave a link to the Steam database page in the description so you can follow along for yourself. And you guys can, check when QA Beta gets updated, QA Beta 2, 3, whatever the case is. It's pretty easy and straightforward to follow. If I can follow it, I definitely know that you guys can. Now, for the next part of this video, I want to talk about viewing the content of the next update early. So there's actually a couple members of the GTA 5 community that are able to get their hands on the content early. Now, they're not doing it by any illegal means. They're not like getting the update early because Rockstar thinks they're special. In fact, I don't even know how they're going about doing it, but it's been happening for, I would say, the last couple of years now. And one of those users who does that is WildBrick142, staff member on the GTA forum site. And he was actually sort of talking about how that happens and how they get the content a few hours before everyone else, and then, of course, showcase it to the world. So WildBrick responded to a post that was, how did you load those messages? Referring to the guest list messages that appear in game. And he says, same way that me and Foxy, referring to FoxySnaps, and a few others get the updates a few hours before they release. Do with that as you will. And he responded to another post that says they can't really play it. And he says, we can, but since Smuggler's Run, it's been a pain to set the DLCs up before they release properly. we can't get the main file update, only the DLC packs. So the game is on a previous version and crashes or looks wrong because it lacks the support for new features. So it's not worth it. Easier to just get screenshots from the files anyways. He then responded to another post essentially asking how to do that. And he said, the method to get the DLCs early is so comically easy that I doubt anyone who really knows how to do it would fail at it. Just wait for the release. It's only 2 or 3 hours away anyways. Again, someone asked really how to do it, and he said, no, there is no thread for that and probably won't be. None of us want to risk Rockstar patching this, even though they probably know how we're doing it by now. And finally, he responded to someone that said, how did you learn it? And he said, I never asked anyone for starters. One day, a very reputable leaker randomly DM'd me and asked if I could be on the lookout for when the DLC is uploaded to Rockstar servers. He told me to check that out, but I didn't get to do it till a few hours later. Turns out the same method also downloads the DLC, not much else to it. So essentially what I'm gathering from this is how you do that is pretty easy. You just sort of have to know how to do it. Now, I am not one of those people that know how to do that at all. I struggle with loading simple mods into Grand Theft Auto 5, and I'm not typically all that great with computers either, but this is how a handful of people in the GTA community do that. And getting to the main point here is, once they have access to it, they typically share it on Twitter or the GTA forum site. Again, I will link to a couple of the people that I know that do this 100%, and it's a great way to check out the new content before the update comes out, typically 2 or 3 hours before. So anything that Rockstar adds in the files, like cars and clothing and guns and anything new to the world, we're going to be able to see it early, which is really cool. So this obviously will show us the brand of the car, the name of the car, what it looks like, what it's going to be based off of in real life. Same with the weapons and the clothing, and like I said, anything new that Rockstar adds. Like, for example, when the Doomsday Heist came out, we saw all the additions to the world, like the silo for the missile that comes out of Mount Chiliad, stuff like that. Another thing this does, on the chance Rockstar doesn't announce a release date, it also gives us a confirmation that the DLC is coming out. So, for example, if they don't say, you know, the DLC is coming out on the 17th or the 24th, and then the 24th rolls around a couple hours before 4, 5, or 6 a.m., which again is typically when those updates release, if we see people like FoxySnaps or WildBrick, you know, starting to upload those images, then obviously we know for sure the DLC is going to be coming out then. So I'll leave links to their social medias in the description. Again, it's something that I do typically every DLC morning. I wake up a couple hours earlier. I get to see all the new cars that are coming and then prep for the update itself. Again, it's only a couple hours early, but if you are a serious, diehard, hardcore fan that wants to check out the content early, that's the way to go about doing it. Anyways, I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Number one, when do you think the DLC is going to be coming out? Do you think it's going to happen on the 17th, the 24th? Did you receive your free money yet from Rockstar? If you have, you can let me know in the comments down below, or you can reach out to me on Twitter. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.